Peter calls out Endgame Rogers, a Marvel fanfiction written on AO3 by Philippe 363. The link for this fanfiction will be in the description box below, so I encourage you all to go check it out. Inside an apartment. Wearing his Spider-Man suit, Peter stands there, listening to an old white-haired man that is apparently, or rather once was, Steve Rogers. The older Rogers sets down a picture containing Peggy Carter on the table, after finishing a story for letting the entire world think he's dead. Earlier, Peter had swung in, stopping Rogers from getting ironically mugged while carrying groceries and helped the older man get back here, after finally putting the pieces together. The first Captain America might have gotten older, but it was still obvious given the man's slip-up by calling him Queens, since he's the only person never fought against alongside who would call him that. And that's why I decided to get a life for myself, because of everything I lost, Steve says. Scoffing, Peter says, "You gave up. I understand putting down the shield. After all, you thought you won the war, but you left behind all your friends that you made in this time. I really hope Peggy didn't have a husband before, since you probably erased him from existence," Spider-Man says, in disgust. "You don't gotta judge me. You got no idea what it's like." And Steve says, getting cut off, "Like I haven't felt loss? You think I go out because I like getting shot at, sliced, burnt, and having cars thrown at me? Justify it however you want, Rogers, but you gave up. I get you lost Natasha and Tony, despite how the world might be better off for the second one." Peter says bitterly. "What are you even getting at?" Steve asked. "Tony built an Edith program that could hack into any computer, destroy or kill anything on Earth at a moment's notice, from satellites linked into a pair of glasses that he controlled. That's what went down in London, where I had my life ruined after Becca got a hold of them." Peter says bitterly, "I had my life turned upside down ever since I got dragged into your Avengers mess." "So you blame us?" Steve says briskly. "We're getting off topic. You left Wanda Maximoff, Sam Wilson, and Bucky Barnes, and all the rest. Yeah, sure, I keep my distance, and have no clue where to find them after everything went down, but they could have used your support," Peter says. "I just wanted something for myself. You wouldn't understand. You're just a kid," Steve says. "Anything that was a kid died when," Peter says grimly, halting upon remembering Aunt May being murdered, or the cost for saving the multiverse by erasing themselves from existence. "Or what I've got to lose. I know far too much about loss, but I didn't quit." "Is this what you're about? You're upset that you're staying in? Trying to prove something to the rest of us Avengers?" Steve asks. "Not sure there's much Avengers left. Not like there remains that cared to help me out when I needed it. Besides, I don't have to prove anything. I'm not out there for glory. I'm just trying to stop the next mugging, the next drug deal, the next vehicle wreck or suicide. Excuse me, Brooklyn," Peter says. "I've got to get back to work." Steve Rogers merely watched as Spider-Man turns around heading for a nearby window, which he opens before swinging out into snowy New York.